Welcome back to Rocky Knob Farming, our YouTube channel. I'm Jason Akers, and today I'll show you a little bit of what's going on around the farm. Our pigs are growing, as you can see, pretty good. Hadn't shown them in a while. We're going back over and work on the big field here in a little bit. Stick around.
We're going to spray dual magnum on the potatoes today, herbicide, and this is how we're going to spray it.
And he's got a handy dandy remote to where you can turn it on and off from the tractor. So we ordinarily don't spray our vegetables, but what we've got on a larger scale, it's a lot harder to take care of and do the weed control without spraying them. So we're going to spray this dual magnum, which is a herbicide that's supposed to be good for the year and keep the weeds down and out of the potatoes. So they say it's safe, and like I say, we're going to try. We actually got this for a herbicide for the pumpkins, and it says that it's good for potatoes, so we thought we'd do this little area and try it out. Maybe it'll help us save some labor, and without weed control with the pumpkins, it's a guaranteed failure. So in our experience, we want to spray something and prevent weeds if we can, and maybe that'll up our production with the pumpkins. So this is why that we tried the dual magnum on the potatoes. Tanner's going back where we didn't spray, and we won't spray around the tomatoes. And he's weed eating each row, and that turns into a lot of work. So another thing, the mulch that we use, it's biodegradable, and instead of having to go through and pick up all the mulch at the end of the season, we'll have to go through and pick up the drip tape, but we've got a plan on how to do that efficiently. If we didn't use the biodegradable mulch, it would make a lot more labor. So we're glad that they have something that deteriorates, and the time on the deterioration depends on what your soil health is. The healthier your soil is, the quicker that it breaks down. I did want to add, we've got one full row of cabbage, one full row of cucumbers, and we've got a couple rows of peppers. I've been asked by several people why that we spaced it so far apart. Well, one, it's going to make it easier to pick, and two, it's going to be a lot handier to get in there and spray. Another handy thing about keeping them spaced far apart is the airflow. Tomatoes love the airflow, I've learned in the past few years. The more they have, the better they do. So while Tanner's over there spraying, I'm gonna feed the cows, the pigs, and let the cows out. You can see where they have been eating some every day. We've been letting them out of the morning and putting them up of the evening. On the next day here. It's early in the morning, about 8 o'clock. Tanner's going to start fertilizing the tomatoes. Everything looks really good. Got everything mowed. Got the potatoes sprayed yesterday. Feeding the tomatoes with some CalMag. It gives them calcium, magnesium, and we're also fertilizing the tomatoes. We got some copper fungicides we're adding to it also. So we got about, I think there's 2380 in the ground here. And we got 252, I think, in the high tunnel. And then Cliff's got about 250 in his high tunnel. This is the latest patch that we did. This is what finished us off. And we've got plastic ordered, and we're going to plant pumpkins here in a couple weeks. And to finish out today, we're going to try to do some cultivating around the sweet corn. So I wanted to take just a second and talk about our corn patch. It's looking a lot better. We were struggling with fighting the weeds early on, but the more Tanner's cultivated it, pulled dirt up around it, the more that we've got rid of the weeds. We don't spray the corn with anything. So sometimes it's a struggle, but nothing tastes better than our corn, and we take pride in what we grow. Next time, before we cultivate, we put our fertilizer dresser on and try it out on the front. This will be our first year putting it on the front instead of behind the cultivators. The whole idea is to put the fertilizer down first, then cultivate it in under the ground, and it will pull it up around the corn.
as you can see, we have been really busy, but we're very blessed and love to do what we do. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.